Let's go now and talk to Lucile from Tavares. Lucile, you're on News Talk WDBO. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm calling about a revocable marital trust that my husband and I established. He is now deceased.
All right.
And I would like to know how my total assets should be assigned in the trust. My investments are covered. They're all in the name of the trust. My vacation home in another state is in the trust. But I have funds in the credit union. I have funds in a checking account. And my legal residence is not in the trust.
Okay, so Lucile, you have a trust for the purpose of avoiding probate. In order to avoid probate with a living trust, it requires two things. Number one, you have a trust, and number two, your assets are owned by your trust. Now, on your credit union accounts, those could be owned by the trust, but another way to avoid probate on those would be to own them in your name only, but POD, payable on death to your beneficiaries. Do you know if those accounts are POD or TOD?
They call it a trust fund, but I am the beneficiary of it.
Well, that doesn't make sense to me, Lucy.
It's not like a bank. I do have a trust account in a bank, and that is a standard trust account. But the credit union says they don't do trust accounts.
Okay, I understand that. But maybe behind the scenes in the credit union, they set it up, it's in your name, but it's payable on death to your beneficiaries. That would be another way to avoid probate. So, Lucille, the bottom line is you need to figure this out. You're right to be concerned. You want to get things in order, make things easy for your kids. I'm glad that you're looking at this issue, but just don't put it aside and say, well, I guess everything's okay, because you need to have a little bit of work on this, Lucille. Now, also, it is typical that your home is not owned by your trust, because if your home is owned by your trust, you lose your protection from creditor claims. Lucille, as far as avoiding probate on your home, what you want to do is an enhanced life estate deed. That's a great tool to avoid probate on your home. If you want information on that, Lucille, I can mail you a booklet or send you a video on it. You call or text Chris 407-808-8398. Again, using an enhanced life estate deed to avoid probate on your home. You want information, call or text Chris anytime, 407-808-8398.